gather far across the sea. Let us pledge allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Good morning. What a beautiful day. My name is Thomas Branta. I am the commander of the Henry C. Snyder Post 382 American Legion Post right here in Menominee Falls. I want to thank everyone for turning out today to honor the brave men and women who paid the supreme sacrifice to protect the freedoms that we enjoy. We need to honor all of our fallen heroes. Thank you. We need to honor all of our fallen heroes. We have American heroes from the American Revolution through the global war of terrorism and every battle in between. We honor the devotion within each man and woman that led them to sacrifice their lives for the country that we all love. For over 100 years, the preamble of the American Legion Constitution states that we will preserve the memories and the incidents of our association in all wars. These words were a natural outcome for the organization that was founded by World War I veterans in 1919. I came upon a letter written by a young soldier who was just shipped overseas, where he wrote his parents, "I did not come here to be a hero. I came here because my country needed me to be here. As much as I hate being so far from home, I am here with thousands of other servicemen helping to bring down every deranged tyrant. If I should die while helping to achieve this, then I did not die in vain." This sacrifice is painfully shared by the Gold Star families and close friends of these heroes. Most of us will not truly understand the depths of their despair unless we have experienced it. We can all pay our respects on this day and every day. I would like to read to you the Veterans Creed. I am an American. I proudly serve my country. I live the values I learned in the military. I continue to serve my community, my country, and my fellow veterans. I maintain my physical and mental discipline. I continue to lead and improve. I make a difference. I honor and remember all fallen heroes, comrades. Please remember, freedom is not free. I want to thank you all for being here again today. God bless each one of you, and God bless America. Thank you.
On behalf of VFW Post 9496 and my fellow brothers and sisters, what an honor today to be here, to be able to honor and recognize those that have fallen and those that remain in harm's way. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance at this time. Raise that arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two.
I would like to now introduce Michelle, who will be singing our national anthem. Please stand as you are able. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Michelle. Beautiful. Before I begin, I would like to recognize, and I'm not sure if he's here today. Didn't have a chance to meet him before the ceremony. Corey Krangel from the War Dogs. Is Corey here today? Hi, Corey. I would just like to recognize Corey. He's a member of the War Dogs of Milwaukee, and he is a veteran along with his war dog, Flo, who is with him. Corey and Flo served in Afghanistan, and Flo was a bomb dog. The War Dogs organization has supported Flo in her health needs as well as other war dogs as they have returned to the United States after serving our country. This financial support is appropriately called Flo's Fund. Flo's Fund helps retired military working dogs and service dogs in their health care needs. Please check out their website and you can learn more about this very worthy fund. I would also like to recognize members of the Gold Star families who are here today. Their loved ones made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. We know that you have felt the largest burden of this loss, and our hearts go out to you in recognition of your service. Please stand or wave as you are able so that we may recognize you today as well. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, I would also like to thank my brother John for writing the summary that I will be reading about today, our distant cousin, John Albert Gross. We've decided every year, starting last year, that we thought it was important to tell the story of one of our fallen, just so people can learn more about their life. In keeping with the traditions of this ceremony, we will highlight the life and service of one member of our community who has given the full measure of himself, including his very life in defense of his country. Today's focus will be on Lieutenant John Gross. Many thanks to his family who are seated here in front today for sharing memories and artifacts from the life of this extraordinary American. John Albert Gross was the oldest of 5 children born to Albert and Martha Gross. He was an intelligent and thoughtful child. When he came to the age of reading, he read voraciously, often reading past his bedtime in the darkened bedroom he shared with his brothers. John soon became something of a third parent to the family. His father worked third shift at the Continental Can Company, and his mother also held various jobs. As the oldest of the children, John helped out wherever it was needed. He gave advice, helped with homework, and taught table manners. He taught his brother Carl how to speak German and how to play checkers. In so many ways, he was their leader and someone they could always count on. While attending high school, John participated in German club, French club, youth government, swimming, and was the school checkers champion. He was an outstanding student. His brothers and sisters often commented John got all the brains of the family. He graduated with honors from Menomonee Falls High School in 1965, that school right there. John decided to begin attending the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee the following year. He commuted from his parents' home to school in an aging Chevy Corvair. Keeping the old car running was a group effort. John and his brothers each took turns working on it. While at UWM, John had been recruited by ROTC, Reserve Officers Training Corps. He decided to commit to the program. This was during the height of the Vietnam War. There was a compulsory draft in place, but any young man enrolled in college could receive a deferment. John had always believed strongly in duty to country and faith in God, and had briefly considered a life in the priesthood. The men in his family had served their country in the military. His great-grandfathers, William Douglas Gross and William Frederick Gross, had been wounded in the Civil War. His paternal uncle, Joseph Gross, fought in World War II in Europe, and his maternal uncle, George Kopczynski, served as a gunner in a fighter plane and survived when it was shot down in World War II. I need to add as well that John's uncles, Chris and Joe, both assisted the Menomonee Falls AMVETS veterans to construct this World War II monument that we're standing in front of today. They worked for the company Ernst Himmel, who had donated supplies and technical advice to the veterans in order to build this monument back in 1947. Service to country and community ran deep in John's family and often comes full circle. John graduated from UWM summa cum laude in January of 1970. The following month, he married Nancy Nikki Harrison. Having completed the ROTC program, John and Nikki moved to Fort Ord in Monterey, California. There he began officer training. While they were living there, they fell in love with the area and made plans to live there upon completion of John's tour of duty. John completed his training and received the commission of First Lieutenant. He shipped out to Vietnam, where he was assigned to Company D, 3rd Battalion, 21st Infantry, 23rd Infantry Division. He began his tour on February 2nd, 1971. His first tour of duty was scheduled to be completed in late 1971, early 1972. He had written to his father saying, "Be sure I still have my job at Continental Can because Nancy and I will need the money for law school." John and his wife had already made plans to meet in Hawaii for a short furlough. On the afternoon of July 27th, 1971, John was a passenger aboard a helicopter which was participating in a combat assault mission near a small village in Quang Nam Province, South Vietnam. John led his rifle platoon away from the landing site and began to search for booby traps. As the helicopter was leaving, John detonated a concealed enemy mine, sending fatal fragments of shrapnel into his neck. On August 7th, Lieutenant Colonel Lee Roberts would write the following to John's widow, Nancy. "John was an exemplary officer whose absence will be keenly felt by all in the battalion. His high personal standards, conscientious hard work, warm personality, and his compassion for his men endeared him to every soldier, making his death a shocking experience for all of us." A memorial service was conducted for John, and the officers and men of the battalion joined me in rendering military honors and final tribute to him. For his service and sacrifice, John was posthumously awarded the Purple Heart. He was also awarded the Bronze Star Medal with oak leaf cluster and a V device denoting valorous actions against a hostile enemy with complete disregard for his own personal safety. John's body was sent home to his family for military service at United Church of Christ in Milwaukee. He was laid to rest at Wisconsin Memorial Park. John Albert Gross lived a life of service and sacrifice. The qualities, I'm sorry, I almost got through. The qualities of intelligence, compassion, humility, and selflessness that made him such an effective and beloved leader in Vietnam were forged at home in his parents' house, helping his brothers and sisters to learn and grow to become the people John hoped they would be. As a friend of John's would write to the bereaved family, "For me, John will never die. His courage, friendship, and thinking won't be erased from my mind." On this Memorial Day, let us all renew our commitment to make sure that no American that has made the ultimate sacrifice in service of their country is ever erased from our minds or from our hearts. Thank you. We will now move on to the laying of the wreaths on the World War II monument and the War Dog monument, and we would also very much thank the Army Band for accompanying this very moving ceremony. We will now begin the reading of the Gold Star list.
World War I, Albert August Dummel, Paul J. Kufel, Fred C. Henrizi, Leon E. Schuster. World War II, Walter J. Miller, Donald J. Buck, Julius F. Sierra, Robert Dooley, Gerald H. Hupner, Earl Tannenberg, William H. Mogul, Charles B. Olson, David, David B. Rice, Elmer Stitchen, Wilbur Airy, John Butina, Wesley R. Cox Jr., Herbert J. Henrich, Lawrence Janzer, Charles Cravelin, Raymond Mudlitz, Richard Peters, Willard Schneider, Harvey Zimdars. Korea, Thomas Schultz. Vietnam, Michael James Kelly, Michael E. Lex, Raymond Charles Jantner, Michael Malone, Terrence Lee Sund, Eric Rudolph Radke, John Albert Gross, Thomas J. Meenan, Iraq, Todd Ryan Cornell.
I would now ask that we allow for a brief pause as we have the war dogs move to a safe area as needed for the 3 volleys salute to occur.
guard, 10 hood. Half left, loose. Point, arms. Prepare the fire. Ready, aim,